I recognize the man from what you told me, because I was with his father when I was younger. I never met a more honorable man than his father. Now it is unfortunate that his son is in such difficulties, and his father will expect me to give him some help if he needs it. Tomorrow morning early you ride out to the harbor and invite him here with as many men as he wants. If he would rather stay somewhere else, I'll transport him wherever he wishes, north or south. I'll try my best to help him out. You know, it's been a rough go of it lately. And I've been thinking about my dad and how he was. What would he do in these circumstances? What would he, those have been the thoughts on my mind lately. In times of crisis, we turn to family. Family doesn't mean just blood. It means all those others that are there. Many call them friends, other people call them family, other people call them kin. It's all the same. In the end, that is called loyalty. Loyalty to each other, loyalty to kin, loyalty to friends. In the end of the day, loyalty is all we have. Let that sink in for a minute. Loyalty is all we have. Loyal to each other. Loyal to those who have been loyal to us. Are we loyal to each other? Many of us are. Some aren't. Some people will just use you for whatever they need and then move on without a care in the world of the plight they leave you in. I try to live my life as a life of honor. Do I make mistakes? Sure. I make a lot of mistakes. I'll be the first one to admit to you that I make the mistakes. Today I set out to try and put my mind back to right. This is one stage of it. I did a lot of thinking about what would my dad do. And I couldn't come up with the foggiest idea what my dad would do. Because I don't see him ever being in this situation. He married Mom. He was married to her until the day he died. He raised a family with her, and there were never any problems in between. Sure, they had disagreements. Sure, they had fights. But at the end of the day, they sat down, they worked whatever it was out, and they moved forward. They were loyal to each other. That's important. They were loyal to each other. I can call upon my blood brother, and he'd come running out here within a moment's notice for anything I need. I can call my sisters, blood related to me, and they'd drop everything to help me. So you really need to stop and think about family. Now, on top of that, I have many brothers and sisters in the online pagan community and the local pagan community that bend over backwards to help me. They're there for me to have someone to talk to. They're there to keep me going, pat me on the back, tell me I'm doing my best, and encourage me or give advice of what more I can do. Through all the pain that I have felt the last few weeks, I've realized one thing. Others have it worse. Now, I'm not going to give names, but many of the pagan community also turn to me for the same thing. They want support. I have friends who suffer from major depression, who just need a friendly shoulder to cry on. Someone to tell them, hey, your best is okay. I have friends going through marriage troubles, unsure what to do next because they don't want to lose their happy family, but they can't go on with the way things are. They're cracking under the stress of it all. Try to give them the best advice I can, but I may not be the best person to give them that advice because look at my love life. I have others who can't dig out of the hole they've dug themselves in. I have others still who have petty problems, who can't see past the fact that they're so petty that they can solve themselves if they just look at it a different way. Now, I'm not saying anything bad about that. I am the same way. I'm just saying that this is how it is. I have others who have suffered grievous injuries and they suffer with a smile on their face and a song in their heart. You know, that's what being Gothi means to me. Is I'm there for my community. I teach, I listen, I help. It's not about becoming rich. It's not about becoming famous. Don't care about either of those things. What I care about is community, about family. But it goes back to the question today of that passage I read to you guys. What would Dad do? What would my dad do? He was an honorable man. He was a great man. I can only ever hope to be half the father he was, half the man he was. My dad would do what is right. My dad would do his best. My dad would try and help all those in need. That's what my dad taught me. That's what my dad showed me over the years. That's what I learned from him. Would he be proud of me today? I don't know. I follow a different faith than him. I've broken every moral that I think I grew up with. But it has made me who I am today. I've always been told I had to learn lessons the hard way. Well, I did. I think in many ways he'd be proud of me. I think in some ways he would not be proud of me. But that's self-doubt. That's some of the things I suffer, some of the fears I suffer. I think I'm going to do my best to get back to doing videos like this once or twice a day, or every other day, every 3 days, something. Because it's important to me. Even if no one listens, even if no one watches them, it's important to me. It helps me get my mind back where I need it to be. It helps me to become a better human. Because I can sit down and think about my thoughts and even say them out loud. Do I fear ridicule? Somewhat. I know everyone watching these will go, oh man, he's just this, or he's just that. I don't do these videos for anyone but me. And in the hope of maybe, just maybe, my words, my trials will help someone else go, hey, my life ain't so bad, or hey, that makes sense, that really helped me. You know, I watched someone else do a video earlier today, I'm going to give him a shout out without giving his name because I'm not sure if I should, about broken. He talked about how people get broken. And he goes, that word doesn't make sense. And it doesn't. What he said in that message really helped me. I'm not broken. I'm bent, I'm warped, I'm cracked, I'm stressed. I'm not broken. Like he explained, broken are the people in the graveyards. I'll add to that. Those are the people that are given up, that don't even try anymore. They're the ones in the asylums that have given up everything. They're the ones laying in their beds, not even getting up to try. As long as you get up every day, as long as you're still breathing, as long as you're still trying, as long as you're still fighting, you're not broken. You might be anything else, warped, bent, crippled, fractured, not broken. Because like he explained, broken means there's no fixing it. Let that sink in. Broken means there's no fixing it. So I think a lot of us use that term inappropriately, and after his message, it was very heartfelt. It was amazing. And it really inspired me to sit down, read my book, which inspired me to do this video. I knew my father. It is up to me to help his son, or help myself in this regard. It is up to me to stand tall and proud and do what must be done, which is doing what I feel is right. Kin comes first. Family comes first. Blood family, or the family you claim to have as family. People that are loyal to you. Anyone who lies to you breaks the trust that they have with you. And if they can't come clean of their lies, then they aren't worth staying around. Because sadly, you lose that trust. Someone willing to walk out of your life for any reason and not fight by your side ain't worth keeping. It's that simple. There's no excuse for walking out of someone's life when they're struggling or when they have trials. That is the time that any warrior, any person that calls you their self, their significant other, will draw their sword, raise their shield, step into line to fight with you against whatever comes your way. That's what I've always offered my loved ones. I'm willing to make your fight my fight. I offer that to all my kin, all my friends. But I think the gods have told me what they want from me. I think they have shown me the path that they want me on. And unfortunately, that doesn't leave room for some people to follow me. Bonds will be broken. No harm in that, no shame in that. Sometimes you meet people to guide you on your path, to start you down a path, to better yourself, to make something better of yourself. But I'm just rambling on now. Hopefully you guys don't mind, and if you do, I'm sorry. It's been a long weekend. I spent most of it drunk, trying to avoid dealing with my problems. Probably not the best solution, but it's what I chose. Now I'm sober. I had a good day with my kids. And I'm ready to move forward. Fight whatever fight I have to fight. Do whatever I have to do. And hopefully that means a lot more videos. I think tomorrow, if I have time, I want to do one on rune casting. I got a new rabbit for our casting cloth, if you will, to go with my rune stones. So I think that's the next video I want to do. Or at least having you guys watch one of my rune castings, which is more like what the video is going to be. But it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. But I hope you guys, at least tolerate this video. You don't necessarily have to like it. Just kind of a lot of my jumbled inner thoughts. Not really anything really important at all. But I appreciate you guys listening to me. If you guys didn't finish the video, that's okay. Still give you a lot of love. Still give you a lot of respect, brothers and sisters. Or anyone else who happens to come across this video. And everyone who's helped me on my journey, I appreciate it, and I thank y'all. Wouldn't be where I am today without you. I think that's one of the biggest things they mean. That it takes a village. It takes a village to raise a person. It takes a village to watch them grow. We never stop growing. We never stop needing that village. Stay true to one another. Be there for each other. That's what community means. That's what kin means. That's what family means.